if you don't mind, I'll address perhaps maybe what we do first so that it makes sense. And so we go on these fantastic, amazing retreats to beautiful locations. We have downtime, and we enjoy our host countries and activities and excursions and whatever those might be. What depending upon what the guests are interested in. It could be zip lining, it could be a jungle tour, it could be dolphin watching or whale watching. It could be a hike through a jungle and a beach or something like that. I mean, there's all sorts of activities. We have downtime. We enjoy things like natural hot springs and just really amazing, beautiful places. But really, the core mission of Elevate International is to make an impact in the lives of at-risk children. And so Elans and I, as we began to collaborate, and when I went back to him after falling ill and said, okay, Elans, I think the time is now for me to contribute where I can, and he was on board, and we decided to create a new organization, a new project, rebrand, and brainstormed. We decided that we wanted our focus to be on at-risk children. And particularly, Elans and I have a lot of connection to Latin America. We've spent a lot of time in Latin America, and we happen to know that the statistics stack against orphans and at-risk children in Latin America. We happen to know that most kids are turned out of an orphanage at the age of 17. And with really no resources to provide for themselves in any way. Some countries do better than others, but in many countries, if they've been fortunate enough to even be in an orphanage at the age of 17, they're turned out. And because of circumstances, so many of those kids end up on the streets. They end up involved in crime and in drugs and alcohol, oftentimes to subsist. So we decided that we wanted to take people who have learned how to win in life, people who have learned to be successful, people who have been influential, who have been leaders, who have had an impact in people's lives in their own communities and domestically. We wanted to take those same people and together contribute and make an impact in the lives of kids who have been dealt a really rotten stack of cards, right? And so we can come back, and talk a little bit about the orphans and what we do there. But for our guests that go with us on these retreats, for their teams and their families, it is a life-changing experience. It's an experience that creates bonds beyond any other experience. When we go and we give unconditional love to kids who need it. And we let them know that somebody cares about them beyond, who is in their close circle of influence around them. And we try to give them resources and ideas and skills and knowledge that will help them not become part of the statistics, but to excel and exceed in life and to reach their dreams, whatever success means to them, right? And so it's a really, really amazing experience, and it's not just the leaders and their teams and their families, but the other leaders that are in the groups. We all form really amazing bonds and generally become lifelong friends because when you do this type of thing, it really just it makes you more vulnerable. Maybe it gets to a more raw sense of who we are. I think it's a very good opportunity at that point for bonds and relationships to be made, and they're made stronger. We've had families come away from these type of experiences, or teams come away that really walk away with a renewed sense of their unit, whatever that might be, and really thankful for their lives and their circumstances and their situations, and the fact that they've also been able to contribute and give and hopefully make a positive impact in the life of a child who has some difficult circumstances to deal with.